questions 16 to 20, and question 20 is the number one SLA question candidates get wrong on exam day. We're covering application insights, service lifecycle, lift and shift migration, and availability zones. If you've been studying, this is your checkpoint. Pause, answer, score yourself. Let's begin. Question 16. A company is planning on setting up a solution in Azure. The solution would have the following key requirement. Give the ability to detect and diagnose anomalies in web apps. Which of the following would be best suited for this requirement? Options. A. Azure Databricks. B. Azure Logic Apps. C. Azure App Service. D. Azure Application Insights. Key phrases: detect and diagnose anomalies and web apps. This is about monitoring and observability. One Azure service is specifically built for application performance monitoring. Correct answer, D. Azure Application Insights. Azure Application Insights is an application performance monitoring (APM) service that automatically detects performance anomalies, tracks exceptions, monitors request rates, and helps diagnose issues in web applications. It provides live dashboards, smart detection alerts, and end-to-end transaction tracing, all designed to help you find and fix problems fast. Why the other options are wrong? Option A. Azure Databricks. Databricks is for big data analytics and machine learning. It does not monitor or diagnose web app performance. Option B. Azure Logic Apps. Logic Apps is for workflow automation. It has no capabilities to detect anomalies in web applications. Option C. Azure App Service. App Service is the hosting platform for your web app. While it provides some basic diagnostics, it is not designed for in-depth anomaly detection and performance monitoring like Application Insights. Quick memory tip: App Insights equals detect and diagnose web app issues. Think of it as a health monitor for your application. Question 17. Azure services can go through several phases in a service lifecycle. What are the three phases called? Options. A. Preview phase, general availability phase, and unpublished. B. Private preview, public preview, and general availability. C. Announced, coming soon, and live. D. Development phase, QA phase, and live phase. This question tests your knowledge of how Azure releases new services to the public. Think about the journey a new Azure feature takes, from limited testing to full public release. Correct answer: private preview, public preview, and general availability. Azure follows a three-phase lifecycle for releasing services. In private preview, the feature is available to select customers only. You must apply or be invited. In public preview, anyone can test the feature for evaluation, but it may not have an SLA. In general availability, GA, the feature is fully tested, production ready, and available to all Azure customers with full SLA support. Why the other options are wrong? Option A, preview phase, general availability phase, and unpublished. Unpublished is not a valid Azure lifecycle phase. This option also collapses private and public preview into one unnamed phase. Option C, announced, coming soon, and live. These are informal marketing terms, not the official Azure Service Lifecycle phase names. Option D, development phase, QA phase, and live phase. These are generic software development terms, not the official Azure Service Release phases. Quick memory tip: private preview, public preview, GA. Invite only. Everyone tests, everyone uses. Question 18. A company is planning on setting up a solution in Azure. The solution would have the following key requirement: allows the hosting of web-based applications. Which of the following would be best suited for this requirement? Options. A. Azure Databricks. B. Azure Logic Apps. C. Azure App Service. D. Azure Application Insights. Key phrase: hosting of web-based applications. This is a straightforward PaaS hosting question. One Azure service is purpose-built for deploying and running web apps without managing servers. Correct answer: C. Azure App Service. Azure App Service is a fully managed platform as a service, PaaS, that lets you build, deploy, and scale web applications, REST APIs, and mobile backends. It supports multiple languages like .NET, Java, Node.js, Python, PHP, and handles infrastructure, patching, and scaling automatically, so developers focus purely on code. Why the other options are wrong? Option A, Azure Databricks. Databricks is for big data analytics and machine learning using Apache Spark. It is not a web app hosting platform. Option B, Azure Logic Apps. Logic Apps is for building automated workflows and integrations between services. It does not host web applications. Option D, Azure Application Insights. Application Insights is a monitoring tool that tracks performance and detects anomalies. It monitors apps, it does not host them. Quick memory tip: app service host your web app. Logic apps equals automate. Databricks equals data. App Insights equals monitor. Question 19, exam note. This question requires you to evaluate the text inside to determine if it is correct. Rehost lift integration strategy moves the on-premises solution to Azure without modification. Select no change needed if the above statement is correct. Otherwise, select the correct answer. Options: A, rebuild. B, re-architect. C, no change needed. D, refactor/repackage. This is an evaluate the statement style question about cloud migration strategies. Key phrase: without modification. Which migration strategy moves things exactly as they are? Correct answer: no change needed. Rehost, also called lift and shift, is exactly the strategy that moves on-premises workloads to Azure as is, with no changes to the application code or architecture. It's the fastest migration approach and is ideal when you want to quickly move to the cloud while minimizing risk and cost. Azure Migrate is commonly used to execute lift and shift migrations. Why the other options are wrong? Option A, rebuild. Rebuild means recreating the application from scratch using cloud-native technologies. This requires significant effort and code changes, the opposite of no modification. Option B, re-architect. Re-architect means redesigning the application architecture to take full advantage of cloud capabilities, like microservices. This involves major structural changes. Option D, refactor, repackage. Refactor means making minor code or packaging changes, like containerizing an app, to improve cloud compatibility. It still involves modification. Quick memory tip: lift and shift equals no changes, move as is. Refactor equals tweak it. Re-architect equals redesign it. Rebuild equals start over. To get the free PDF or mock test, comment PDF or mock or both. I will share the downloadable link within next 24 hours. Question 20. A company wants to host an application on a set of virtual machines. The application must be made available 99.99% of the time. In order to comply with the SLA requirement, what is the minimum number of availability zones that should be used to host the application? Options: A, 1, B, 2, 3, D, 4. This question tests your knowledge of Azure SLAs and availability zones. Key phrase: 99.99% availability. You need to know the minimum zone count to achieve this SLA. Correct answer: 2. Azure guarantees a 99.99% SLA for virtual machines when they are deployed across 2 or more availability zones within the same region. Each availability zone is a physically separate data center with independent power, cooling, and networking. If one zone goes down, the other zone keeps your application running, meeting the 99.99% uptime requirement. Why the other options are wrong? Option A, 1. A single availability zone does not protect against a data center failure. Azure only provides a 99.9% SLA for a single VM with premium SSD, not 99.99%. Option C, 3. While deploying across 3 zones improves resilience further, the minimum required for 99.99% SLA is 2. 3 zones are not required to meet this threshold. Option D4. Most Azure regions only have 3 availability zones. Requiring 4 is not applicable and unnecessary for the stated SLA. Quick memory tip: 99.99% SLA equals minimum 2 availability zones. 1 zone is good. 2 zones 99.99% guaranteed. Part 5 is coming next: containers, ISO compliance, AKS, and NIST. Compliance questions that appear on every AZ-900 sitting without exception. Subscribe and hit the bell so you catch it the moment it goes live. See you in Part 5.